Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Ohio State's return team didn't help matters out much there. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Got it on the outside. It's Lincoln.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on it early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Dalton. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out. Now it's 2nd and 7. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in the...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
And on second down for this offense, they'll run it. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophies.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I think both defenses are expecting to have a lot of fun in these conditions, right, guys? It is snowing. They know it's going to be really hard for these players to hold on to the football, so they're trying to make tackles, but they're also trying to scoop and score in this one because at any given time, someone can put the ball on the ground.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Little touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They keep attacking through the air. He makes the connection. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Cavazos. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, it's second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the jet motion. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Sayin. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They're bringing heat. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
To the ground with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Cavazos. Makes his connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So
and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to...
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Then he's fucking shooting, man.
Space, the band might as well
no fucking way. He wide open like that, man.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws
Hey,
for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he's going to run it back. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Cavazos.
Come on,
reached
man.
the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
On everything, bro.
More annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Going to take a shot at this DB.
Come on, man. These motherfuckers want everything, bro.
Second down coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Power football with the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers.
Oh my, yo, these motherfuckers, bro.
Down he goes.
Shit is crazy.
The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone.
Unloads it downfield.
No, come on. Hey, yo, this game is cheating, bro.
Now it's third.
This game is fucking cheating, bro.
Does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the
He's
football,
burnt, bro.
No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's burnt, bro.
Play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Oh my God, bro. Fuck this game.
And that brings up a fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it
Fuck
can
this
really
game,
rattle
bro.
an offense.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Floyd. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly.
Fucking getting that shit, bro. Keeping him in bounds, too.
After a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Floats it out in space. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time. Let's
Oh my God, bro.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
What's he throw the ball? Oh my God. Where you throw the ball to, bro?
They're hoping for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And it's right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half with those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on.
Open runway ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Cavazos. Safe completion on the screen. Great move there. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBlanc. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Right back to the well. Hit the gate. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Cavazos. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And they got him for the sack.
Let me get that fast, bro.
Individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
With jet sweep pass. Afterburners coming. The 20. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up. This thing...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Pettis. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Cavazos. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 4 over San Jose State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Going for 6.
Where y'all going?
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
Michigan, 38. Ohio State, 20.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
That's crazy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside. Get the 1st down. Really tough to stop.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Shakes off the tackle. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Wolverines are on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. The give as they work on that clock. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
He'll take it on the return. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep your foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep.